Emily Sand next to me, 101.7 KISS FM at 7:45, and the Icon Sting is on the phone, and we'll talk to him in just a sec. Sunny and 77 today. It should be beautiful. It's about 50 right now. Payday for so many people. If it's payday for you and you want to go see Impact Wrestling at the Convocation Center, that event is less than 2 weeks away. It's March the 28th. This is the final payday before Impact Wrestling. If you want to be able to guarantee that you go see Hulk Hogan and Sting and Jeff Hardy and Kurt Angle and Bully Ray and Aces and Eights and the Knockouts, and you want to be there for that, get tickets now, because I was on the ticketing website a few minutes ago, and actually there are still some spotty good seats left, but you need to get online and get those tickets, because in 2 weeks there's no guarantee that you'll be able to buy tickets to this event. This is one of those deals that's a once-in-a-lifetime type of event. We have no idea if Hulk Hogan or Sting will ever come back to Jonesboro, but we can guarantee you this. They'll be here March 28th. Live Impact Wrestling, a television event seen all around the world, emanating from the ASU Convocation Center. And Sting is an icon, the first TNA Wrestling Hall of Famer, and he's a guy that doesn't do a lot of radio interviews. He's kind of an elusive guy. It's a guy that you really can't get your hands on, but we are lucky enough to have him on the phone with us this morning. Please welcome a wrestling legend, the icon, the TNA Hall of Famer, Sting. Welcome to the show, man.
Good morning, Brandon and Jonesboro.
Man, it is wonderful to have you on the air with us. A true icon, a legend of wrestling. I know that when I was telling Lori that you were going to be on the show, she got all excited, like, oh my gosh, Sting's going to come on with us?
And then she thought it was the singer, and then you all had a big laugh, right? I know the rest of this.
Actually, with Brandon's background, I knew he wasn't talking about the singer.
I've talked about this event for so long with different people that are talking about TNA and wanting to be a part of Impact Wrestling. And so many of these guys that I've talked to and friends of mine have said, you know what? What's exciting about this event is, as a kid, Sting was my hero. And we're hearing that every day.
Wow. Yeah, and the amazing thing is, coming full circle, some of those people were kids. Some of them weren't even born when I had the very first real live wrestling match in Jonesboro.
Now explain that, because for people, we've talked about this, that you actually got your start working for, I think it was called the CWA at the time, am I right?
It was Mid-Southern Wrestling, Jerry Jarrett.
Yeah.
Yeah, and that's where I got my start. I actually did TV, Channel 5 in Memphis that morning, and then that night we drove to Jonesboro, and I had my very first actual wrestling match in front of a live crowd.
I didn't even realize that was actually the first one.
That was it, yeah. So I'm coming full circle here. 27 years later, here I am.
So tell me what makes this so neat for you to be able to go to these towns, because, you're one of the guys that whenever a contract comes up, you're one of the hottest free agents out there. People are all reaching out, wanting a piece of Sting. But you chose TNA a number of years ago, and you've stuck with TNA. Tell me why.
Well, it's the same answer every time, and that is the brand. Just loved the brand. It reminded me of, the old school WCW days, and then actually, launching Monday Nitro and becoming the talk of the town, then the talk of the whole wide world. And I saw the same kind of potential here with this group of guys and everyone behind the scenes as well. And so I just thought it was a good fit. It was a now or never kind of a thing. So for me, coming into these towns like this is again coming not just to Jonesboro full circle, but everywhere. For me to get back into some of these towns again after so many years is going to be kind of a cool thing, because the days are numbered. So I don't know that I'll be coming back to Jonesboro after this, to put it that way.
When we look at your career, though, you've made, just to be honest, you made a ton of money. You don't have to go out there and do this. What is it about this energy that keeps you on the road?
Man, the crowd. The crowd is always the ticket, always the key there. I just think that I've always kind of had a relationship with the crowd for so many years, and man, any wrestler who denies that is lying to you.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So the crowd matters, and it's also the guys. The group of people that we have, and trying to accomplish something and get the name and brand out there.
Okay, I have a real girly question for you, because I'm just going to be honest. You have a really nice face to look at. But what's up with the face paint? Where did that come from? Whose idea was it?
That happened originally. I tagged with a guy named Jim Hellwig, who later became the Ultimate Warrior, And we started out again with Jerry Jarrett in Tennessee, but we were looking to make a name for ourselves, obviously, and so we knew about the Road Warriors and thought, well, hey, man, we're a couple of bodybuilder kind of guys that maybe if we paint our face, we could get enough attention and maybe get a match with the Road Warriors. And so that's where it all started.
That's so crazy to think about where your career went, because it was like, especially after the match with Flair, I think it was maybe 88. I mean, it was all of a sudden like the sky was the limit and Sting was the guy.
Yeah, that was March of 1988. That match right there put me on the map, and I give Ric Flair all the kudos that I can possibly muster.
Would you say he was your favorite opponent?
Oh, there's no question. I mean, he's just it's too many years, too many years. Even a year and a half ago or so here, 2 years ago, whenever it was, and one little little thing in the ring I had here with him. It was kind of fun.
So who was the most difficult? Can we say that? Was there a guy that was just like, God, this is tough?
Well, I can say that Kurt Angle pushed me to my limit.
Really?
Yeah, Kurt Angle, and I think he is without a doubt the best all-around wrestler in the world. There isn't anything that he cannot do. So, and he is a machine.
Yeah. So the TNA experience, for people who haven't been to a televised event, obviously Jonesboro hasn't hosted one, Little Rock hasn't hosted one, Memphis hasn't hosted one. What is this experience going to be like?
Well, man, you're going to see some names from the past. Obviously, Hulk Hogan is going to be there. I'm going to be there, coming full circle after 27 years. And you're going to see some of the best talent that the world of professional wrestling has to offer. And we're talking the best in the ring, out of the ring, the most talented people that I have ever been around, and some of the most innovative people, creative people that I have ever been around. So you're going to see the best wrestling that is on the planet.
That's awesome. March 28th, Sting, Hulk Hogan, and Impact Wrestling at the ASU Convocation Center. Those tickets are on sale, tickets.astate.edu. And Sting, we appreciate you taking the time to talk to us very, very much, man.
Thank you. Thanks for having me.
Thank you.